All right, I got my buddy Mike over here at the house, the shop, and for the next several weekends, for the foreseeable future, we're going to be helping each other out with bus projects. As you may have seen on previous video, we're in the middle of remodeling Mike's bedroom and the back of his bus so that him and his wife have a more comfortable and nicer place to sleep. And today we're working on tapping into my fuel tank. So we've opened up Pandora's box, or we're about to open up Pandora's box and let all the evils out into the world. But basically the goal is I've got my diesel heater and future other diesel powered appliances, or whatever you want to call them, that require diesel fuel. And we've got a 140 gallon tank here and we need to tap into this. So the concerns are we have the supply and return going to the main engine here. We've got the filler neck and there is a vent over here. And various ways to tap into this requires some drilling, and we have to install a dip tube. One of the ways that we were considering doing this, or was thinking about, was using a flange like that and drilling a hole into the top of the tank over here and sealing it up with a gasket and installing a dip tube and all that. That's option A. Option B is to go ahead and just remove this filler neck and drill a hole in it. Take it over to the drill press or the milling machine and
yeah, but that's a dirty job.
Tap a new hole in it, right? Yeah, well, we could clean that up and make it. Yes, it's a dirty job, but that filler neck, I have checked with other 4106 owners, some buddies that have done this. That does come off without issue. We might have to worry about losing prime if we did that, although I believe we would only be disturbing the return line. But fuel would want to come out of that return line there, which is right in the middle of the camera there. So that's option B. Option C is to adapt this large return air fitting.
That's a vent.
A vent fitting to accommodate a dip tube while still maintaining vent functionality. And we've kind of hatched a plan around that, and I think we're going to go to the hardware store and see if we can come up with some stuff for that. We don't know what these wires do. They're strapped to that.
Oh, these are, yeah, who knows?
Right? We don't even know if they're hot or not. So.
Yeah, okay, so I need to do that. And, oh, there's a wire here.
There's a wire on the back side of that?
Yeah, it goes to your
gauge?
Yeah, but we're going to unsnip.
Oop. Ooh, that went flying.
Yeah. Oh, fellas. Today we're going to put, yeah, okay, so there's, all right, so that's free. All right, so let me grab a wrench. All right.
We're checking to see if this is a taper fitting right now.
It's copper.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That was unexpected.
Yeah, we'd have to get it. But hold on. What was that? 1/8 around before we take the big one off. But okay, I need a rag and some solvent or a vacuum.
Okay. fortunately, they made that to clear.
Okay, that's
Oh,
out.
let's see that.
Compression.
That's a compression fitting, right? So that is an unusual
It's all right. We can reuse that.
creature there.
I can reuse that.
Standard pipe to compression in an elbow.
Nice wrench.
Yeah, that was a Craftsman lifetime warranty. When I broke the old one, I took it into Lowe's,
Yeah.
and they gave me another one. The old one didn't have the flex feature to it,
Can you
though.
turn that on for me real quick? A vacuum.
So, do you want to use wet wipes to clean that? No?
No, I don't need to do anything.
Oh, shit, there's a little tube on
Just
there.
a tiny tube.
Didn't expect that.
Oh, nice. Just
Why is there a tube on that?
I don't know. Don't need it, or we can make it. Because we could do another compression fitting with some.
What is that? So this is
It's just so the splash doesn't go up in the vent, probably, or it's just to prevent. I don't know what. It's not
crud from sealing up the hole. I don't know. I wouldn't have expected that to be in there.
Yeah, it's just a short tube.
If it's full, how far does that stick down in there?
Well, it'd be about like that. So.
Yeah, so if the tank is full, then the vent is
Oh,
not
I
going
see.
to be
So
venting.
yeah.
I mean, that doesn't quite make sense, right? But
It probably prevents splashing because that's a big hole right there, and a splash going up that big hole will get a lot of fuel up there. But
well, so the GM engineers, you know, they were no dummies, right? The stuff they did was for a reason, and so that kind of bugs me a little bit that that's there and that we might be eliminating that.
it's vent and it's a tank. And our new tube would come around there, and our ventilation would be around that size. And so therefore there won't be splash. It's just going to vent air.
All right, so what we've got schemed up here is this is the original vent in the bus, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to use this nipple
That's going to go in the tank right there.
and then a T. We'll lay it out like this so we can see it.
Oh, back up. Okay, yeah, so there's the close nipple. That'll go in the tank. That's because it's 3/4 inch side pipe. And then that goes in there
Like that.
like that, right? Okay. Then we've got a fitting over here, which is going to go in there. And then we're going to dip our...
The dip tube will pass through the middle of this large
Right. So it's
fitting
moving this
here.
down like that. So that'll go in there. And so there's the dip tube going in there. So air can still vent through there and come out here, where we have another little fitting just to reduce the size. And this will go to here, which will be, and then that'll come out sideways, and then the copper tube, the vent tube, will just connect to that right there like that.
So what we would have been clever is if we had gotten a straight compression fitting here in that size, we would have been a little better off.
Yeah, but they were not.
They might have had that,
Yeah, I guess we should have looked.
right? Because they do have compression fittings.
Right. But that's copper. I couldn't shorten it or lengthen it.
Right.
So I can go either way, sideways, and bend it sideways to...
Well, it
fit
might have
this.
come out about the same if we had a straight compression fitting here instead, you know, then that might have worked out because it had an elbow, right? So we had an elbow that came up into the compression fitting here. You know, if we had a straight compression fitting here, that might be wise.
Did you want to go back and get one?
Might, yeah, see if they got one. could be good.
You don't like?
So there's our dip tube. We got a flexible dip tube because it's easier to get into the limited space that we have to work with. And we're using this yellow Teflon that's rated for natural gas and kerosene. We figured kerosene's close enough to diesel. It's not going to be directly exposed to it, but
Plus, it's just vent. It's not even.
well, this part's fuel here, but yeah, it's shouldn't be coming in contact with it, but
pre-tighten, but not. All right, now the side.
and I don't like using a lot of that stuff. Just a little bit is all it's needed.
We changed our elbow fitting for a straight one.
So this is a pipe, a straight pipe fitting to compression style fitting. And keep them the shreds out of the fuel area.
Of course.
And our straight nipple. Yeah, I don't like that shred hanging off of there.
I don't either.
Get that off there.
All right. Pre-assembly.
We need a little bit on that bottom one there too, don't we?
I'll stick the bottom one.
Just a little bit up high, maybe. Yeah, so it doesn't, because that will come in contact with fuel, so we want to have that high.
It's pretty tapered too. Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna pre-tighten everything maybe in the vise here or something.
Yeah, let's do that. So, you got a monkey wrench?
I got pipe wrenches.
Yeah, I need a pipe wrench. Well,
I got a variety of pipe wrenches, so yes, I'll get that for you. And this is the nipple that comes out of the dip tube and goes to the regular fuel line here.
yeah, I should have brought those ones. This will work.
Yeah, grab that wrench set if you want.
That's huge. I can do this just fine. Good enough. And this one,
Yeah, crescent wrenches are nice for doing those square ones, huh?
yeah. Okay, all right,
So we have this in the orientation we want now. So this faces towards the front of the bus. This faces towards the driver's side, and that's kind of how we want to have it end up.
all right, so
And you got a stack of fittings there that are spinning together.
yeah.
Maybe we
go-
should work from the bottom up.
No, no, no. So spin from the top. It'll spin them both at equal
Okay.
torque. Because if one tightens up, then the other one will tighten down until it's at the equal point. Right there. Okay.
It kind of wadded up there on you.
Yep. Teflon sealed up. Okay. And this one, same thing. Good. Vent.
So we've got our fuel supply
Right here.
passes through this large fitting, and then this is the vent. So
Right.
this goes to the vent. So, you know, when the Detroit diesel is thirstily sucking fuel out of the tank, there is a place for the air to
That
come
air to
in.
come through. Right. Can you see through there?
Yep. Well, you need to blow in that one. Yeah. Yeah. So there's no restriction. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yep. And no modification to the stock
And no
vent. And
no breaking,
no drilling. No
no metal shrouds in your tank.
shreds getting in the tank, and also no need to reprime our engine because
Yeah.
we broke the prime. Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
So we're gonna check the height of the dip tube.
Yeah.
And how far off the bottom of the tank is that, do you think?
So, oh geez, we'll be right here. So it'll be about that far, like that. That's all.
And so can you take your other hand and push that down straight to the bottom of the tank there so we can see how far off the bottom of the tank we are when you have it set at the top?
So this is up about level with this.
Okay, so set that there.
So it'll
And
be
then
about
push
like
the
that.
green dip tube down flush with the tank. Over here at the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah, it's still gonna come up from the bottom.
we're still kind of close. We're a little closer to the bottom of the tank than I would like, because the idea is that you're not going to suck the tank dry. I wonder if we can shorten that tube up at all.
No, because it's compressed. It's
It's all built in.
Yeah, it's all built in. But I'm sure you can get a fuel gauge warning with your system while you're running and you can program that in.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I can
All right.
track my fuel
Ready to
consumption.
insert?
Yeah, let's insert.
All right. Now I just bumped the light. Oh, shit.
What? Oh, we have a clearance issue?
Nope.
We might.
It might, but
might have
I
a
think we're not.
clearance
I think we're going to be fine. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, we're not going to have a clearance issue. We're going to have to take some of that apart, I think.
It looks like it from your angle.
Is that hit?
Oh, I hit that one. Darn it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, shoot.
That sucks, huh?
Okay. All right. I'll take a wrench right here. Undo it. Oh.
We have a size issue.
I'm gonna undo this. It's a very big 7/8.
Confined space you're working in there. You get like a eighth of a turn each time.
Yeah, but it's shows
This
our
is why we did it on the vise.
all right. Got to revise that. Oh, dang it! Clean it down. Okay.
I'll take care of the Teflon on there after you tighten that down.
Oh, you can see it in there.
The Teflon?
No, you can see the tube in there. You can see the air around it. See the air fitting.
Oh, sweet. Let me zoom in on that for a second.
Here. with the light shining in there.
Yep.
All right, so it's still vented. All right, let's. I don't think you get another spin out of that. Oh. No, I'm not gonna get another spin out of that. Okay, so right about there, boy, that's gonna be
Tight?
it's gonna be.
Gonna be fighting us?
No, we might fight that copper tubing, but okay. That's good, right? Right there. So your copper tubing, we're gonna have to S-bend it just a smidge, just to make it fit. So let's go get our new Teflon.
Okay.
Let's.
I do have a ratcheting one of those, open and boxing.
15/16s?
No, I don't know if I got
Yeah,
that big.
because it's like cast, and so the 7/8 isn't quite fitting in. There we go.
Yeah, don't chow it up. Let's get the 7/8 on there. Get the crescent wrench on there. It's two.
Well, it's almost tight now. All right, we're good. All right, now let's.
Would it be helpful to rotate that at all a little bit tighter?
Which way? It's gonna.
I meant the big one, you know, the one that goes down in the tank if you rotate.
I'm not going to
clockwise.
give it another spin.
I didn't mean a whole nother spin. I meant just like a part of a spin.
Well, I think it's going to get part of a spin anyway, because to fit this. So with the S bend, it would have fit pretty good, but we did this route. So.
And those are hydraulic lines there for the power steering that are passing through right up next
Yeah.
to you there. Probably don't want to be rubbing on those if we can help it. So yeah, we could spin that just a little bit more clockwise and come at it, and that might be.
We are going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. $50-year-old copper line there. It's probably a little set, huh? Set in its ways.
It's still flexible, but it's.
It occurs to me, I have a tubing cutter if we want to shorten that up.
Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. Just this little section.
I don't have the compression fittings that we need.
No, I just need to connect it.
Shove it in there better. It's not going to suck up very good there.
Once it's... I have to back this off just a smidgen. There it goes.
It's not quite lined up right, is it?
Let me see it. Oh, no, it's... Feels good. Yeah. It feels really good.
Okay. Is that 3/4?
This is 7/8. And it's threading on there without much resistance. So it sounds like it's just, it's not cross threading, so that's good. Is it sucking in?
Yeah, I think so.
Hard to turn or tell.
It kind of has to, right?
1/16 of a turn at a time. Yeah, I Oh yeah, good. Oh, good. Oh, I'm real happy.
I'm happy we didn't have to
Oh,
drill anything here.
going. Oh yeah, you should be happy too. No shrapnel in your tank.
Well, we would have took that whole filler neck off.
Oh, and done that. Oh.
Yeah, that's what would have happened. We would have took it off and drilled it over in the mill. All right. Well, nobody wants to watch a 16th at a time. So I'm gonna stop. Here I got this 12-volt fuel pump for priming my 2-stroke that I'm going to go ahead and use to prime these lines because it's quite a ways from the main tank to the little pump. We've got the line run from the main tank over to here, and the fuel that's visible in that filter is from before when I had it hooked up to my jerry can. So I'm going to unhook that line there that goes over to the main tank and hook it up to this pump here and get some fuel in that, and I'm going to run the excess into this can here just so I don't get it all over my floor. Yeah, I can smell fuel. It's just diesel. my sparking here. I don't think this is going to take very long. This pump's going to move pretty quick. Okay, ready? Woo! Okay, that's a ratcheting or piston type pump. I thought that was a rotary type pump. Jesus, it's making a hell of a racket. Is this getting anywhere yet here? Wonder if there's something wrong with this pump, or if that's just the racket it makes when it's dry. Racket this pump makes, I don't think I'm gonna be able to see or hear if the fuel's splashing. I'll give it just a little bit longer here. Have to be oriented like this. Oh, it's happier like that, I think. Come on, damn it. Okay, I had enough of that. I don't think that's working. I don't think that's working. Okay, I guess I just needed to give that pump a little bit longer because I hooked up you know, one of these little teeny clear lines to it so I could see what was going on, and I just sucked on it just a little teeny bit. You know, no danger of getting diesel in my mouth because I could see it coming, and it was right there. So it was working. I just didn't give it long enough because it literally, I mean, it was just like right there almost. So so I'm gonna go ahead and pinch this off as best I can, yank that line out, stuff it on there. Call it good. So gotta do this quickly, I guess, or maybe it'll go above the level of the tank, because that I was using the siphon principle there. I had it down below the level of the main tank. Oh, I'm just gonna quickly try and switch it here. All right, so I've told the diesel heater to start. Fan's kicked on here, and I'm just gonna watch this for air bubbles in the line. So you can see the filter there, and then this clear line goes up along the roof here. And if we get any bubbles, we'll be able to see them. But they should dissipate. So we'll just relax here and see what happens. I'll shut this off till it starts clicking. Okay, now the pump's clicking. Furnace is igniting. And there's some bubbles making their way through there. Kind of see one there. It will tend to burn through those. But if we get a big bubble, it'll show up there in the filter. Sorry about the wiggling around here, I was just trying to get comfortable. A few bubbles making their way through the line there. Oh, quite a few more. You get too many of those, it'll flame out, but it's got some heat going now. There's quite a few bubbles coming through there. I don't know if the camera really picks those up very well. You gotta look close to see them. See, there's some bubbles there. Fuel filter's still full. Yeah, I think we're getting a steady flow of diesel now. That's awesome. I'll give you guys a final look at the fitting on the other end there of the tank. So there's a look at the riser we made. Kind of a final look at the final thing there. So this is the tank vent. This is the tank vent here. We tapped into that line because it's much larger. We dropped the dip tube down through the middle of it. And we've got a variety of fittings here, and that line there runs off The black line on the top runs off to the other side of the bus into the pump I was just showing you. So yeah, pretty clever. Thanks to my buddy Mike coming up with that idea. Saved us some drilling and tapping and all sorts of nonsense. I think that'll continue to function just fine as a vent for the main tank as well.